Hello. Okay, so tapping, there's two ways to tap. So I'm going to teach you the traditional way, and we're going to keep it basic, okay? Because there is a whole nother part of tapping that is a little bit more advanced, and we're just going to keep this basic so that you could remember it and call upon it whenever you needed to. So the first step to tapping is that you want to notice where you are on a scale of 1 to 10. So you need to rate your upsetness on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most upset, 1 being hardly upset at all. Okay? So your goal is to get from a high number down to the lowest number. You know, get it down to a 1 or to a 0. And what we're going to do is we're going to tap. You find on your hand this line. This line on your hand goes all the way to the side on both sides. And so you're going to go ahead and tap both those. If this hurts your wrist, then you're just going to tap like this on both sides. Okay? So I like to do it like this. You don't have to twist your hands totally. You know, you just want to be able to go ahead and make gentle contact with that point. Okay? And so this is called the karate chop. And you're going to start off by recognizing what is the main emotion that you have because of this upset. So we're going to use anger. Okay? So you're going to say this statement that I'm going to say 3 times. Even though I am angry, I still totally and completely love and accept myself. And you're going to breathe in and exhale. Even though I am angry, I still totally and completely love and accept myself. One more time. Even though I am angry, I still totally and completely love and accept myself. Now, the reason why we start off the tapping sequence with this is because many of us have not been taught that it was okay for us to have the emotions that we have. So this is giving yourself the freedom to experience, express, and then release. Okay? When we acknowledge this is how we feel, it is easier to let it go. Our body's able to go ahead and let it go. Whereas if we deny, and we stuff it, it's not going to be able to release. Okay? So we identify, we acknowledge, we breathe, and then now, since the emotion is anger, we're going to go ahead and tap through the beginning and end points of the meridians. I will show you. Okay, so the first one's up here between your eyebrows, and you're just going to tap gently. You're going to do the sides of the eyes. Okay, you're going to do your cheekbones right there. You're going to do above your upper lip, your chin. You're going to find your collarbone, and you're going to go about 2 finger widths down. Okay, so it's about 1.5 inches, 2 inches. And you're just going to gently tap there. You're going to tap on the sides. This is your spleen neurolymphatic. Just going to put that out there. This is really tender on a lot of people. So be gentle. You don't have to tap too hard here. This is also a really good one to tap if you're getting sick and you want to boost your immune system. You could tap right here. Okay? And then you're going to come up to your head. Well, actually, we're not going to do the top of the head. Sorry. Excuse me. Then you're going to go to your hand. And you're going to do the same thing on both hands. So you're going to tap with your thumb, the inside of your thumb, meaning inside closest to your pointer finger. Okay? And then on your pointer finger, you're going to tap the side of the nail bed that's closest to the thumb. You're going to tap the top of the middle finger. You're going to skip the ring finger And you're going to go ahead and go to the side of the nail bed, again, closest to the thumb. And then on the other hand, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to tap the nail bed. Tap the nail bed closest to the thumb. The top of the middle finger. Skip the ring finger. You're going to do the pinky. Okay? Now, that's the tapping sequence. Now, what you're going to do with that tapping sequence is you're going to go back to that main emotion that you had. In this example, it was anger. And you're going to say anger. 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 Now you're going to see where you are on that scale of 1 to 10. So hopefully it's come down a couple of spots from where you had begun. Now it's very important, in my opinion, to breathe after each saying of the word, because breath actually moves the energy and helps bring our emotions down a level so they're not so intense. So it helps get rid of it and bring it down. So another thing I want to point out too is that as you're tapping, like especially for anger, anger is such an umbrella emotion for so many other emotions: frustration, rejection, I can't think. And it just goes on, okay? Belittlement, you know, anger is just an umbrella term. So as you're tapping, and even if your word isn't anger, you may notice that as you're tapping through these points, that emotion is going to change. If it changes and another one pops in your head, go with that one, okay? That means that first emotion has already been flushed out, and now your body, your mind is ready for you to work on the next one, okay? So your goal there is to get down from the high number you were at down to a 1. Now, there's a second way of doing tapping, and this one is more conversational, okay? So if you're really, really upset, and let's say something has happened over and over and over again, and you are just so frustrated that you need this technique over the first tapping technique. So in this one, we focus on this tapping point, this one here, 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 and then we go to the top of the head. We're not working with the fingers. We're just working on the body beginning and end points for the conversational one. Now, this one, let's see if I can come up with a good example. So this one could be an anger, frustration, your child or significant other. Let's say it's your significant other. Let's say they weren't listening. You needed to be heard. Because they didn't listen, this happened. And so now you are just really angry, really frustrated, pissed off, and you need to de-escalate quickly. Same thing. You are going to start off evaluating where you are on this upset scale. 10, most upset, 1, hardly upset at all. And you're going to have a conversation. The idea is that you are going to vent. You're going to say everything that you wanted to say. You can cuss, you can cry, you could yell, you could get angry. The more you get in tune with how you feel, the more it's going to release. Then to wind it up, you need to end with positives. Okay, this is very much a balancing of the scales. So you're going to go through, you're upset, venting, how you feel, then gratitude, praise, point out the things that you do like. Okay, let's see if I can't give you a good enough example here. So, I'm so angry and so frustrated at you. You never listened to me. How come you never listened to me? I am so mad that you never listened to me. It makes me feel unwanted and uncared for. And I'm worthy of being listened to. And because you didn't listen to me, this bill didn't get paid. And now we have to pay extra fees. And we don't have the money for that. And you go on and on and on and on. And you're just tapping through. And now let's say you've purged all that and now you're like, okay, so now I realize that I have to get clear on my communication with you. I know that you didn't purposefully not listen to me, that it wasn't your intention for us to end up getting these extra fees and bring on more hardship between you and I. And I thank you so much for being a part of my life. And now I realize that I have to have clearer boundaries with you and really need to be able to get your attention and work on my communication skills with you. And so you're pointing out more the positive things, okay? This person's your teacher. This isn't how you want to respond and thank them for being the teacher for you on how not to do things. And thank you for being this way because now I see with more clarity things that I need to do. And you're just being really positive and grateful for the experience to grow and to change. And so with that, I am going to end here. And for those of you that have requested the actual chart of the first technique, I will go ahead and email that to you. Okay? Have a wonderful day. Bye.